And we'll just wait a few minutes for people to show up, for more people to show up. I was talking the whole time and it was muted. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and present the slides and pull them up. And we can go ahead and begin to get started. Oh my gosh, wait. How do you present again? I literally just did it. Oh, work. Okay. Woo! All right. So this week we will be discussing nightlife in Korea, as you saw a little bit for the opening video. It was just kind of people walking around pre-COVID, having a grand old time in clubs and things. So yeah, before we get into the topic, let's get through some announcements. Woo! So Ashley, feel free to chime in, but as for dance updates, we will be moving back the halfway check to the week after spring break as opposed to prior, due to like the winter storm. We want to give y'all an extra week to kind of practice and get everything together. Let me look at my calendar really quick to give like a specific date. Let's do the 26th of March. Sound good? Yeah, all right. Let's do, that's a Friday, I believe, the 26th of March. Have your videos sent in, of half of the dance sent in by that time. Let's just do like by the end of the day, 11:59. I don't know. Just kind of get it in like before then. And yeah, we will be having a dance workshop next week. On that Friday, Saturday. What date is it again? Yep, I think it's
a Saturday.
Okay, yeah, Saturday. And yeah, the dance is unknown at the moment, but we will give y'all an update.
It's to be announced.
Yeah, by that next email. Like we'll have it in the email, and we'll also put it in all of the chats and everything for y'all to prepare and just kind of get ready for that. And yeah, that's all for pretty much dance announcements. We're still waiting on the theater department a reply for the K-pop jazz dance video. And yeah, as for dance, that's pretty much it. Does someone want to talk about podcastings?
Yeah. So Andres and I have our next episode of the podcast this next Friday, the 12th. Yes. Don't yet know what the theme is, but we'll get that out to you guys by Wednesday.
Right. And does anyone have anything else to share before we move on into the meeting topic? Nice. All right. So yeah, first we will be discussing the bars and nightclubs, the best places to go on a Friday night. Tonight, in an alternate universe, when we can do that.
So there are many options, as you can see, but these are like the, I guess, more popular ones in Seoul. So we have the Octagon and Gun. If I butcher these, I'm so sorry. The Octagon in Gangnam-nu, Seoul, and it stands up being the fifth best club in the world, and it's the highest ranked club in Asia. We have the Arena Club also in Gangnam-nu, Seoul. They have strict dress codes, and because of that, it's because they have a reputation of having like good-looking and like well-dressed people at the club. So that's why they have the dress code. We have NB2 in Mapogu Seoul. It's owned and operated by YG. It's open every day until 6 a.m. and it's blasting hip hop music all day, every day. Um, since it's very popular, there's in line. Um, we have the Soap Club in Yongsangu, Seoul. Um, the club's interiors are shaped like a soap and they're curvy and everything. And it's known to be one of the friendliest clubs in Seoul. We also have the Club Made in Yongsangu, Seoul. It's oh god, Itaewon's premier club for hip hop and EDM lovers. There's an entrance fee, but you can also get in if you're on the guest list. So if you're on the guest list, you're in. You're in, dude. We got the Club Cream and Mapogu Soul. It's open 6 days a week. Um, it's Hongdae's ultimate hip hop club, and it's known for the open mics. And you can also engage in a rap battle in the club. So sounds like fun. Oh yeah, fun fact: drinking and clubbing age in Korea is 20 years old. So as of 2019, if you were born in 2000 or before, you can go and drink and go in a club. Yeah, fun.
Yeah, so as Ashley touched on a little bit in Gangnam, some bars do have dress codes. I only found specifically the dress codes for 2 districts. Hongdae, they're a more relaxed form of streetwear. And I have some pictures on the website that I found. They called it like hype beast aesthetic. So that's some hype beast if you want to look like them. And then Gangnam, once again, strict dress codes. Guys are required to show up in suits, as we see from our model. And then just some standard rules. Girls cannot wear open-toed shoes. And then I also saw that like if you're wearing heels, they have to have backs on them. And then for guys, they can't wear shorts even in the summer. And then no flip-flops or open-toed shoes, anything like that. But generally, clubs and bars will post the information on their website about their dress codes, so you can look ahead. Yeah.
I keep forgetting to unmute myself. But yeah, I kind of showed like a little walkthrough at the beginning, but this is just like a few facts to keep in mind. If you ever were to go clubbing in Korea. So yeah, it's very common to go to many places in one night. So you're not gonna go to one place, stay there, and then like go home, you know? And as a foreigner, as we are, as I think most of us, like a good majority of us are, there's a possibility of being upcharged or denied at the entrance, depending on where you go. But yeah, and as you kind of heard in the beginning of the meeting, EDM is very popular. They also play a lot of like music in English, like the I don't know, rap of sorts, but mostly EDM and yeah, that kind of beat. And many clubs will stay open until sunrise. Yeah, they'll be partying all night long until like I think 4 to 6 a.m. Most clubs close at. But yeah, super interesting, super fun. Not too different from like the routine of an American, I would say. Like, if you were to plan a night out, you would hop from place to place, drink, party, you know, like that kind of thing. But the club culture is a little bit different, obviously. They're not, you know, listening to the same kind of things and partying the same type of way, but they're not going to stay in one place. Ooh. All right, up next we have night festivals and activities. Outings the whole family can enjoy.
Okay, so one festival that's like super duper popular is the Jinju Lantern Festival, also known as the Jinju Namgang Gyudong Festival, which is held annually in South Korea during like 2 weeks in like October, mostly at night, obviously. But like you can still go and enjoy during the day, but it is more of just like setting things up and just doesn't have the same effect. So nighttime it is, because what exactly it is it is it is a spectacular light display with lantern workshops and various exhibitions. And it is one of the most traditional and most famous lantern festivals in South Korea that is held to honor and commemorate the thousands of Koreans who sacrificed their lives during the Japanese invasion of the 16th century. This festival originated from the concept of yudong, which is floating lanterns that were used as military signals to prevent Japanese armies from crossing the river and communications sent to the family during the Japanese invasion of 1592. This tradition continued on even after the battle and transformed into what we witness today as a memorable lantern festival that is both beautifully entertaining and honorable in its significance. Highlights of the festival include the floating of the lanterns carrying personal wishes of the citizens along the Namgang River, and a parade of lanterns created by the students themselves. They also have Jaejisik, I apologize if I'm butchering that word, but it's a light of lanterns in remembrance of the Jinju-song Fortress Battle veterans, which is an exhibition of the world's traditional lanterns and a bunch of other participatory cultural programs. At the festival, there are also lanterns that are lit all along the Namgang River on both sides, with many that are shaped as like different characters, landmarks, and even some of Korea's most traditional figures, like historical figures. I think I saw somewhere they even have like Egyptian pyramids made of lanterns. They have characters from The Simpsons. There's a bunch of different types of lanterns. So yeah, and they have those along with various exhibitions that you can go and check out. There's a bunch of activities that are held during the festival itself to get attendees more involved with it. One of them is lantern making, where attendees are able to make their own lanterns, and on them they can write either the future goals or their wishes. Then later on, they can send them off down the river with others for a very joyous and peaceful moment. There are also wish lanterns that can just be bought at one of the many stalls that are lined again along the river, and people will write their wishes down on these lanterns and hang them up in the tunnel of wish lanterns, which I will get into in a moment. And there's also a bunch of parades and performances that happen at the same time. And during the festival, there's also a ferry going during the afternoon and like early evening that allows people to get a closer look at the path of lanterns on the water. And there's also multiple food stands as well, like hurricane potatoes, Japanese takoyaki, rice cake, and a bunch of other street food favorites, along with Korea's funky light bulb juice, which apparently is very famous there at this festival. And there's also a fireworks display to top it all off. Obviously there's two sides of the river. On one side of the river, on top of a hill towering over it, is the Jinsong Fortress, where there it is also lit up with thousands of small, vivid traditional lanterns whose brightness adds to the mix of colors glowing on the river's surface and is very beautiful. It already looks gorgeous with all these little lanterns floating on the water. It's gorgeous. It's like Disney. It's beautiful. And then on the path to and from the fortress are even more lanterns, from hanging on trees to even like life-size installations, creating an elaborate representation of various historic Korean events. And then to get to the other side of the river, there are two floating bridges that you can cross on that like a lot of people usually like to take photos on to get a good view of all of the lanterns floating on the water. And some children like to use it as a trampoline because it's not one of those bridges that are like in the water. It's just like one of those little like bridges just hang from side to side. So a lot of kids like to like jump on it. So it's very wobbly, very scary, but a lot of people like it. And then so once you cross that bridge, on the other side is the tunnel of wish lanterns that I mentioned before. And it's essentially a tunnel filled with a stunning array of about like 30,000 lanterns, like a bunch of radiant red lanterns that light up the sides of the entire Namgang River. And this is where people can hang their wish lanterns that they purchased. And all these lanterns bear wishes from local citizens, making the fiery tunnel much more meaningful as you walk through it. There is a short, like 1 minute video that just reiterates what I previously stated, but I wanted y'all to like see like exactly how bright and colorful and large this festival is. I don't know if the video has audio, or I don't think we can hear it. Oh, hello. So, this next festival is the Cherry Blossom Festival. So basically, this is a festival that happens after winter. It's usually 1 to 2 weeks anywhere in March through April. It happens at different times in different places. And so there are several places where you can go in South Korea to see these beautiful flowers in full bloom. You can see the cherry blossoms in Seoul, Jeju Island, Jeonnae, Hwanghae, and Gyeongju. And so basically after the winter, all the cherry blossoms bloom, and cherry blossoms resemble purity and beauty. And these celebrations attract locals and tourists. And these are times where people can enjoy the sights and they can take pictures, and there's also certain performances. And then in some places, like in Gyeongju, you can even sign up for a marathon and you can run through all the cherry blossom trees and everything. And then also as part of this, there's lots of like cherry blossom themed products. So with like the Bingray, which they make like the banana milk, they also have like a cherry blossom milk, and there's even like a cute little keychain you can get. And then there's a picture of some cherry blossom sparkling water. So yeah, all sorts of cute little pretty things as well. And then on the next slide, there's just a little video of, it's like a 2-minute documentary just kind of going through one of the celebrations in Jinhae, which is like the biggest one. But yeah, so just a little 2-minute video on the next slide. Yeah, I know that, I don't know if the audio was working earlier, but yeah.
Can y'all like hear the video?
Uh-uh.
Oh.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay, no, it's good.
It's very
Yeah.
good.
Over and spring
Yeah, you're good.
As the weather warms, cherry blossoms are making their annual appearance in Korea, attracting scores of visitors to prime viewing spots across the nation. There are many popular spots in Korea where people can enjoy beautiful cherry blossoms in full bloom, and Jinhae, South Gyeongsang Province, is one of the best to catch festivals and flowers all at once, as it holds by far the nation's largest cherry blossom festival, the Gunangje Cherry Blossom Festival. The Gunangje Festival is a week-long event held at several locations across the Jinhae area when cherry blossoms reach peak bloom. The festival attracts millions of tourists from all over the world every year. Gyeonghwa Station is one of the most popular places to view cherry blossoms, as people can see rows of trees along the railway line. This train is not operating anymore, but the train under the cherry blossom tunnel creates a fascinating scene. So if you want to take amazing photos, this place would provide a perfect backdrop for that. Yeojeocheon Stream is another popular spot where you can take a walk under a cherry tree showing their pale pink petals lined up along the stream. In April, when cherry blossoms are in full display, people flock to Yeojeocheon Stream, which is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Sinae, South Gyeongsang Province, where people come to get the best view of cherry blossoms. The night view of the Yeojeocheon Stream is also something you cannot miss out. During the festival period, an evening event called the Yeojeocheon Starlight Festival takes place. In the evening, as you can see right now, this place is brightly lit up with illuminations and laser lights, offering a beautiful night view during the Yeojeocheon Starlight Festival period. This year's Kunangja Festival continues until April 10th. Even if you miss the short-lived cherry blossom season in Sinae, there is no need to stress, because there are other parts of the country where you can enjoy an extended stretch of the peak blossom viewing period.
Hello. I'm covering the.
Look what you did.
Hold on. Buryeon Mud Festival. Sorry, I wrote down the pronunciation, so I didn't want to mess it up. Probably still did. But it's an annual festival, started in 1998 towards the present. On the right is where it actually is. It's on the West Peninsula. It's just on the west. It's in like the Midwest of South Korea. The area has mud that is rich in materials, benonites and germaniums used for cosmetics. And benonite is clay that's used to remove impurities of the skin like oils and toxins. And it's been used for thousands of years. Benonite clay is present in many skin products. And germanium in small doses is used for heart and blood vessel conditions, including high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and heart disease. It's not exactly safe in large doses though. The festival is full of activities in order to promote these like cosmetics brought on by the mud in the area. There's mud pools, mud baths, mud slides, and mud skiing competitions, and like mud wrestling. Everyone's just having a good time, being all dirty and stuff. There's like market stalls, which is like there's a stage for like events and performances, and there's also like a fireworks display at the end of it. And these stalls sell like cosmetic items and also wellness treatments. Kind of like acupuncture and like massages, and like I'm sure they do like facials and everything. It's just like a kind of celebration of health. But yeah, thank you.
Isn't bentonite clay like it was like a really popular like clay mask not too long ago. It was like kind of great, like the Aztec clay. You know, is that what that is?
I don't know.
Cause I could just imagine like an entire festival and then coming out and your skin is just like glowing and gorgeous. Yeah.
I bet their skin's so nice after like being in the mud for so long.
I
I'd
realize
imagine.
it's like fancy mud, like good for your skin mud. That's pretty cool.
What do you think, Sophie?
She likes it.
I agree.
Next, we're going to be talking about the red light district. 18 plus. A few not so family friendly places.
Hey, yo, what up, gamers? It's your boy, Mikey Mike, aka Chris Breezy,
Wait, real fast, can I say
aka
something
M
real fast?
Swizzle, here to start us off on our.
Sorry.
You got it.
I just want to give like a small little trigger warning just because this is the red light district. So there will be mentions of rape and sexual assault. Of course, we're not going into detail at all, but I do want to let anybody know, like, if they are like watching the recording of this, it will be mentioned only a little bit. But yeah, just for as like a small baby trigger warning. Okay, that's it. Okay, bye.
Yeah, thank you so much for that.
Look.
I'm gonna start it over. This is Michael's part. She's unfortunately unable to make it today, but she left us some amazing slides.
Hey, yo, what up, gamers? It's your boy, Mikey Mike, aka Chris Breezy, aka M Swizzle, here to start us off on our lovely, sensual, naughty topic of the red light district. Yay! So, red light districts in Korea are diverse, but also somewhat rare and few nowadays. And I'm going to be starting us off with our conversation discussing Jonghyangni 588. I also low-key bit my tongue, so Jonghyangni 588, which was one of the oldest and was the second largest at its popularity red light district in Korea. So first off, Jonghyangni started growing in size after the construction of the Jonghyangni Station, which began during the Japanese occupation of Korea from 1910 to 1945. It was frequented by both Korean and Japanese soldiers, but also American soldiers with the fruition of the Korean War following the Japanese occupation. During this time, there were a lot of immigrants and tourists who came throughout this area and saw a lot of economic trade and a lot of different cultural exchange. It was further solidified through the lifting of the nighttime curfew in 1988. This was after the World War I. During this time, Korea had installed a curfew in order to keep its residents safe, make sure that people were home and bunkered down because of everything that was going on in the world. So the lifting of this curfew allowed for people to get out, allowed for sort of a period of not somewhat renaissance, but I guess sexual liberation, because people were able to finally be free and not be afraid for their lives. This even grew more so during time, but unfortunately came to somewhat of a halt during the 1988 Summer Olympics, where it was hosted in Korea, in Seoul, and it led to the first attempts in removing the area because it was seen as somewhat of a eyesore, if you will. So the Chungani district saw many attempts at its demise until practically 4 decades later when it finally closed its doors. Ugh, almost bit my tongue. But let's get into some of the people that actually live and work there. Now, you may be surprised that, oh my God, there's prostitution in Korea. Everyone has sex, so of course there's prostitution in Korea. I don't know why when I was doing my research, people were shocked that a conservative country can have prostitution. Anyway, so most of the time, prostitution or the elicitation of sex work happens in either beauty salons, massage parlors, motels. These would be some of your more backroom services. So I somewhat split them into two with the way that clients can help to facilitate acts of sex work. So that again, your usual places would be beauty salons, massage parlors, motels, some of your usual places that you'll primarily see even in America. These setups are usually initiated online. So that's where you'll get virtual meetups that will sort of masquerade itself through maybe the Korean version of Tinder or your Korean Bumbles of sorts, to sort of be like, oh, hey, pretty lady, how are you? And then she's like, oh, well, it's going to be $500, whatever, however much they charge. There actually has not been a very clear answer on how much Korean sex workers make or if they're charged by the hour, but the sex workers themselves have commented on the amount of female worker autonomy within the work that they do. So a lot of times workers unfortunately don't have the best pay rates, especially with the general decline in customers frequenting the area. But at its height, a lot of female workers really credited the Korean sex work industry to giving them a lot of freedoms and giving them a lot of independence and getting the rights to choose when they work, who they work with, when they can show up to work without having to suffer some of the more brutal and some of the more demeaning environments that may be outside of Chungani itself. Chungani was credited as one of the most respectful and free places for sex workers to work. And a lot of the women have said that they would much rather stay here and take any pay cut rather than moving outside of the district and being forced into even worse conditions. This is specifically where we'll get into tea shops versus brothels. Brothels, ironically, maybe comparatively to what you might think, brothels are cited as for workers themselves as some of the safest place or their most comfortable environments for them to work. Tea shops is kind of where you'll get to see your more fancier excursions sort of in the dead center of Seoul itself. These are more seedier, sleazy kind of businesses internally, but on the outside, they will appear to be very fancy, private, luxurious places where chaebols or large Korean conglomerate owners and CEOs will go. So maybe have a night out on the town. Maybe they want to impress some foreign business affiliates. They'll go to these tea shops where sex work is offered. However, workers there have been cited to have had experienced, unfortunately, a lot of rape, sexual assault, and even very real violence. So even though the conditions and the background may be a little bit fancier, it does not necessarily mean a better work environment for the girls themselves. Now, where we get into the concept of window shopping, it's sort of this interesting tourist attraction that originally brought a lot of interest with the introduction of the internet and more access to foreign cultures around the 80s and the 90s. So people would hear about these window shopping or these girls who would sit in windows and would kind of appear to be doing their makeup, who would appear to be cooking, would appear to be doing their hair, maybe online, but dressed quite skimpily, quite lewd, shall I say. And they would sit in the windows and sort of eye down someone who may be interested and then, take them to the back, get done with what they're trying to do, send them on out, and then the cycle continues. So you'll see in the video that I'll have on the next slide, or no, it was the video on the slide before, that how the girls usually initiate these acts are really on their own will. A lot of times foreign men have cited how Korean women will negate their eyes to them, basically be like, nope, not trying to get with anybody foreign, because there's also a level of discretion that they're hoping for, which is ironic because the entire process is called window shopping, which it's not it's discreet at all by any means. Literally, you can see them the entire time. You know what's going on. But it gives the girls, again, way more autonomy and control in the way that they pursue their work as sex workers. So now that we've kind of got into the lifestyle and conditions of sex workers in Korea, let's get into the unfortunate and really sad, honestly, demise of Chungwon-gi 588 district and how Seoul practically just nuked this place for no reason. So in 2004, the South Korean government passed an anti-prostitution law called the Special Law on Sex Trade 2004. This prohibited the buying and selling of sex and shutting down brothels. Although now illegal, and despite police crackdowns in this area, because they really just went hard on this district, the area still thrived because it had a very consistent and reliable customer basis. Now, moving right along, unfortunately, by 2013, the Seoul metropolitan government, low-key bit my tongue there, founded the Civic Watchdog Program. This basically saw an increased security around the area with the introduction of security cameras, a routine walkthrough program where police officers would basically do rounds through the area, and that extremely cut the customer basis for sex workers because number one, no one wants to be caught doing an illegal act. No one wants to be caught doing something so illicit and personal. And it's embarrassing for sex workers as a whole because they would have to constantly go from, again, window shopping inside their window areas and to, well, outside their window areas to inside where they would usually perform the acts when police officers came around, and then once they left, go back outside. But if you're constantly having to do that, you're also not only missing people that you want to potentially gain income from, but you also have a somewhat of a demeaning task to constantly be reminded that what you're doing is not acceptable and is illegal. In 2016, we see the beginning of the demolishing of the Cheonggi area. At this point, following the Seoul Olympics, but also the growth in tourism because of, again, globalization in Korea, which we've gone over a lot this past semester, we see the Cheonggi district really get slammed hard by the Korean government for it honestly them seeing it as an eyesore. So we're seeing the growth of redevelopment areas coming in, demolishing the area, and hoping to primarily build up the area surrounded because it really is some prime real estate, Cheonggi. This is followed in 2018 by March, unfortunately, geez Louise, that's so sad. The very last brothel closing its doors. So during this time, the real estate companies that were coming in were demolishing but also reconstructing at this time a four 65-story luxury residential commercial complexes and a 42-story shopping mall. I didn't even know shopping malls could even get that high. But by the end of 2016, to sort of give you a more detailed timeline, we saw the closure of 156 brothels. So by 2018, the majority of sex workers have left, the majority of massage parlors and hangulta, which were sex hotels, have thus closed. So by 2018, we saw the very last soldier out there closing its doors. And I don't know if people still say this saying, but it reminds me of like that song from the 2000s. A hoe can't hoe no mo.
I'm dead. If I play the video, can y'all see it? Like right now I have like the okay. So y'all can't see like the participants on the side? Okay, work.
Hello, KCC. So we are now going to talk about Mirari, Texas. So Mirari, Texas is one of the largest red light districts in South Kiram Station. The reason for adding the word Texas was after the American servicemen helped popularize the area. Even if prostitution became illegal in 1961, these districts were not raided or shut down immediately, mostly because the police were often bribed by these brothels. However, in January 2000, the district appointed a new police chief, Kim Kan-jang, who was Korea's first female police chief. Kan-jang claimed 80% of the area's 1,500 prostitutes were underage. She instigated many raids to try and eliminate underage prostitution. At least 40 of the estimated 260 brothels were closed and underage prostitution virtually eliminated in Mirai. Following a 2004 anti-prostitution laws, which defined prostitution as a form of human trafficking, further police actions occurred in Mirai. So Mirai, Texas, it's located in like these old winding alleyways. The rooms, however, the red rooms inside are pretty clean and well kept. But at night, these alleyways look really sketchy and scary. But once a customer is inside the alleyways, they are approached by an older female manager who waits around for guys to walk through. In the winter months, these women even have little heaters to keep them warm while they wait. They actually wait around in these red light tents, which is shown, it will be shown in the video, but I put a picture of it in the previous slide. So once the managers grab the interest of a guy, they guide him into a nearby lobby where he can see the women that are available. Most of the older women managers manage a house with 2 or 3 women. The women who work in the houses tend to be in their 30s, but most are reasonably attractive. A few are a little larger than the average Korean woman. That is not usually seen in the other 2 main red light districts in the city, which use clear windows. At Mirai, the women wait in closed rooms where they cannot be seen by people passing by. That could be because they use a heavier women. Women working at Mirai, Texas have a reputation for operating without protection. While this does happen, it is not always the case. Most women have protection, prefer to use it. When they go without it, it is usually by request of the customer who refuse to pay for service to cover it up. We will now watch a short clip of the video to kind of show you what these alleyways and these rooms look like and how a person gets pulled in. A warning, this video may be uncomfortable to some viewers, so if you do begin to feel uncomfortable, please don't watch it. Thank you.
Hello, sorry. Trying to deal with some things. Okay. So, I'm going to do love motels because, like Michael explained, there are very few kind of red light districts that have not been taken down. And so Michael and Jess kind of covered the main ones, and it is pretty hard to find information on those. Michael had also talked about love motels, so I thought that it would still be a pretty good idea to kind of like dive deeper into those, because you can also, a love motel is also a place to kind of bring lady of the night, if you will. I am not sure on their rules there in the video that Jess had showed, if you can walk up and say, I'll pay the full price, but I got a room back at a love motel and I want to do it there. I'm not sure on the rules for that. But yeah, but also keep in mind, anything is a love motel if you make it. So, Montana, just keep that in mind. Love motels are not only just for taking you and a loved one. A lot of foreigners and even people traveling like inside Korea to bigger cities, if it is places like Busan or Seoul, a lot of times those hotels will jack the prices up because they know that a lot of foreigners will go there. So love motels are kind of just like a cheap option for foreigners to go or for people to travel. It's also kind of a pretty unique experience. A lot of the articles that I read, they were solely for the purpose of they just wanted to go see what it was like. It is also pretty popular for young adults who are still living with their parents, which is very common. You can't really get time alone, or if you have kids, you can't really get time alone, so you go there. There was one guy who was in his 30s said that him and his girlfriend went there about like 4 times a month because they were still looking for a place to live. And they wanted some alone time. Of course, it is big for hookups and all that. One thing is that when you go there, you need to be itsy. You are not shy. Do not worry about being shy because Addie, I'm sorry, I saw Addie's face. I had to make the joke. Let me be. Discretion is big. They are not going to bat an eye. If you come in with a group of 3 people and you say that you just want to get a room, they're gonna be like, all right, give me your card or give me cash. You know, they're not gonna bat an eye. They've seen they were so sure that they've seen worse. Also, parking lots are very discreet, which is ironic because one of the big things that makes sure that you're walking into a love motel is ginormous neon signs. That's how you can normally tell that it is a love motel. It'll have that classic motel neon sign and then just bright lights everywhere, which will be shown in the next slide on some more pictures. But once you get in, past that desk, past paying, you just don't even worry about being shy. It's okay. As well as some people, they understand that you're probably not going to want to talk to someone. And so for that, they also have kiosks where you could literally put your cash or your card in, and then you get your key and you can go. You don't even have to talk to anybody. There is one hotel, which forgive me, I do not remember the name. Inside the hotel, they are playing adult videos in the room. And they also have a vending machine that gives, there are no snacks or water, and there's no lubes or condoms. So I'm gonna let you guys think about what else could be in the vending machine. I don't, just think about it. So once you get past that desk, don't even worry about getting weird stares. Everyone's there for their own personal reason, and they don't care to know why you're there. And so these hotels really boomed in 1988 during the Seoul Olympic Games, which is when a ton of hotels started popping up. And so all those hotels that came alive for all the foreigners who traveled to Seoul have eventually flipped and turned into the love motels that you see today, which are honestly, they're everywhere. All over Seoul, all over Korea. They are working on becoming cleaner. They're kind of losing their tacky stuff. So they're losing some of the heart-shaped beds. They're losing some of the giant red lights that they put all over the room, the animal print bedding, and the quote down at the bottom that says, dim that bad boy way down, is a quote from someone who used to work at a Love Motel. For some reason, if you want good cleanliness, you got to pay a little extra. And so their advice was, there are dim lights for a reason. What you see can't hurt you. Just dim the lights way down. And they advise that if you're the type of person that takes a black light to a hotel room, don't even bother stepping in this place. Don't even worry about it. They also said stay away from couches and blankets and non-reusable cups. And don't use the washcloths either. So that was back in 2017. I would love an update on how they're doing now with cleanliness, because that would be good to know. But I thought that was just a little kind of fun fact. This is, again, a cheap option. So you're paying for a night's sleep. They clean the bed sheets. They do. I promise you that. It's just don't sit on the couch, you know? They have also started giving loads of amenities. And some places will give you everything, and some places will even throw in name brand stuff. So they're giving you shampoo. I mean, and it's not like the small bottles. They make a point to give you big full bottles of shampoo. Some places will throw in condom and lube. Some places do not. Some places leave face masks, and just kind of trying to like pull more customers in with amenities is a big thing. And so then on the next slide will be more pictures. So you can have a themed room, obviously like down in the bottom, or you can have a not themed room. I know that without saying it, I can, in that top picture, y'all already know, y'all can see that little couch there. That specific hotel room came with a little pamphlet, like a Karma Sutra thing, if you will, on how to use the couch. And the article that I took it from, she had zero shame and posted a picture of it. And I was in the den and I was scrolling through and it popped up and I just like lost it. And I was like, okay, well, I didn't need to know how to use it, but thank you so much for that. That certain hotel room had also put a couch in the bathroom for some reason, if you wanted that. But another example of the giant neon lights, they're advertising it like crazy. The green picture on the right is a personal photo that someone took just in one of the hallways. At the bottom is just like a themed one, and you can see there's a pole in the back if you want to have some fun there. There are also, the prices are, and I had to translate. I had to convert the prices. And so for 20,000, it is about $18. 45,000 is about $40. 50,000 is $44. 60,000 is $53, and 70,000 is $62. I'm terribly sorry because I could not figure out what these said. I typed them into my translator, and it just wasn't giving me what I thought was correct. I guess you can kind of use like context clues or something. You can say like ilban room. I guess you can assume that that would mean one room. I'm sure that these two sections both stand for maybe like time or like what the room looks like. I will say there's some weird themed rooms. I saw a picture of a Hello Kitty one, which had restraints already attached to the bed for wrists and ankles, but that wasn't even the weirdest part. The weirdest part was that up in the corner, staring right down at the bed, was a giant Hello Kitty plushie with like giant eyes just like looking at the bed. And then in front of it was a Hello Kitty sticker on the wall, still looking at the bed. I don't know how, I don't understand, but it's fine. It's fine. Forgive me, because inside I'm a 12-year-old boy, so I'm trying not to giggle and stay composed. I mean, it's honestly, whatever you're into, it's fine. It's whatever. Buy the Hello Kitty room. Do it. Yep. So that's good. But in the end, I think it would be kind of like a very interesting experience to stay in a Love Motel, just to kind of like see what goes down. I don't know about auditory things. Not really into hearing that. I did see so many of the articles. The last thing that I'll say is that so many of the articles said that it is wild that Korea is kind of like the equivalent of a lady on the streets but a freak in the sheets. They said that it is wild in the love motels because they're not big on PDA outside, but when you get into the room, they said it's just insane. So I think it'd be interesting. That would be interesting, but that is that. And so, yep.
All right. Now we're gonna move into our first activity, and we're going to be making mocktails. Woo!
Oh man, alrighty. So first of all, we have washed our hands since handling the doggy. And so now to get started, yes, here's the ingredient list. We're kind of improvising. I think we were supposed to get like actual juice, but turns out blueberry juice and blackberry juice is not like a common commodity. So we blended some blueberries and we blended some blackberries and
Oh, question.
yes.
Yes.
Sorry, this is more of like a technical thing. If I stop sharing and like maximize y'all's screen, would it show in like the recording that y'all
Yes,
are,
it
like,
should. It
okay,
should.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Go for it. Yeah.
Sophie, what are you doing?
Okay.
Okay, cool. So, how do you want to go about this? Where the slides? Yeah,
Sorry. Okay, I think the first thing would probably be good. So it's supposed to be mixed with like the actual mixer, but we don't have that. We're not that crazy.
Sophie's
in this house.
Sorry.
Sophie, why are you? She's like climbing like a goat over there on the couch.
She's having a good time.
But I think the blackberries would probably be best.
Should we do the soda first?
No, we'll do the soda first.
So we have a glass. So take your glass. You set it down. And what you want to do is we get a thing. We're assuming these are ounces. And how many ounces do we want of
well,
this?
We can just pour half of it because this is.
I'm
thinking about chunky in this.
You're right. So this is the
should do the ice first.
It's fine. We are professional mixologists, actually.
Yes.
We're going to mixology school. This is day 1 of mixology school.
Yeah.
So you get some ice, and you put the ice. Like I said, we don't have a mixer, but pretend like we do.
They are mocktails, so like you weren't expecting a real alcoholic beverage. You're not gonna get the same level of skill to make one. You
get the lesser mixologist from the training academy. So take the blackberry juice, and how much are we pouring in? 3 ounces?
3 ounces.
3 ounces. So go ahead and you pour it in.
8 ounces.
Oh gosh.
Okay, well, we're gonna eyeball
Look
it.
at that. Wow.
Chunky.
Yes. Thank you, Addie. Wow.
What did she say?
She blew kisses. Oh yes, beautiful. Let me get y'all a first row view. Look at that. Ooh, okay. So now what we're gonna do is we have blueberry juice, and it looks kind of questionable. Like I said, it's just blended blueberries. Don't think we were supposed to do that, but you gotta improvise,
Let's put a little bit less.
We're just gonna put a little bit because it looks questionable.
Dicey.
Yeah, so
let's
put a spoonful of blueberry juice. Delicious.
Yummy.
Wow,
yummy.
look at that.
I gave the dog a blackberry and blueberry. I don't think she liked.
She did not like them.
I don't think she liked the blackberry very much.
But she tried. As long as you try, it's okay.
Yeah. Try something before you.
Try something new.
Don't like it.
Oh gosh. What's next?
I think
pineapple juice. But these glasses aren't big enough.
No, I think they'll be fine.
How much? Oh, so we have some pineapple juice.
Pineapple juice.
Good stuff.
No, I've heard that
he doesn't
pineapple
like
juice. No, I don't like pineapple juice, but it's fine when it's mixed with stuff. Do you want to do this?
Sure. How much is it?
Let me move the mouse pad.
Move that out of the way. How much pineapple juice?
It is 2 ounces.
You take 2 ounces of pineapple juice. That's this.
Oh, the big one.
So then take 2 ounces of pineapple juice. It's fine.
Do you need some assistance?
No. I'm a professional, remember? No, actually I'm not, but it's okay. How will I pass the exam if I can't do this? All right, now yes. Wow, pouring.
So about 1 ounce in the glass, 1 ounce on the table.
It's fine, but it all comes out to B2. So that one was much better. My professor's gonna be very proud. My mixologist professor's gonna give me at least 4 stars on that one.
I'd like to mention that these are the ounce thing is from Ashland. So
wow.
Actually, you need more. That's only 1 ounce.
I did the 2 ounce one.
Oh no, these are 1 ounce each.
But they're different sizes.
I don't know.
First day, y'all.
This is definitely too little to be 1 ounce. Oh yeah, that's definitely. I don't know how people do
There's
this.
not enough room for
It's
this
stilling.
part, yeah.
No,
It's
there is
tricky.
enough. There is enough. It's only going to be 4 ounces. So if we're just bantering, you know what?
What can you do? So up next, is mixologist prop indeed. So now we get our Sprite, which is
our
the extra
replacement
ingredient.
for
Yes.
soju.
Yes.
We're not getting crunk. Only get crunk if you're of legal age.
Disclaimer. So how much Sprite are we pouring?
We're using about 4 ounces, and
4
which is like
ounces.
half a cup.
Which is like half a cup. Isn't this a cup? This one.
Yeah, I don't have a half cup.
We're using the whole cup because there's no half cup, so it's fine. And wow, look at that. Pour half in if you're using a whole cup. Yeah, like that. That's about half.
I think I'll put a little bit extra just because it's
Never mind,
Sprite
we're putting
and it
extra.
can't really go wrong.
Yeah, it's Sprite. Who doesn't love Sprite?
And then we'll just.
You know what? You don't even need the measuring tool, actually.
Yeah,
Just fill it up till it's what's the last ingredient. So just fill up your glass, So, and then what do we do?
Yeah, that's just a squeeze of
Do you
lemon.
stir it?
Oh yeah, but we can do a squeeze of lemon.
So you get a squeeze of lemon in each one.
Just a little
Just a little
squeeze.
squeeze. Oh, it's splashed on my face.
Would you like to do the second? The seeds definitely went on that one.
What's the shot say?
I have no
Just
idea.
a squeeze of lemon. Beautiful.
2 shots of vodka.
Okay, now we're gonna stir it together. We have a stirring spoon. Wait, let me get the lemon seed out of there. That kind of ruins the
probably
aesthetic.
get that out of there.
This is a very aesthetic drink. We don't
Yeah,
want
I'm
to
sure
mess it up.
that's already so good looking.
All right, you ready? There's the other seed. Heck.
Sorry. Did you get it?
Yes.
Get it? Okay.
All right, the seeds have been removed. Okay, so now we're gonna ooh, stir it up. Wow.
She's a little
look at that.
chunky, but
It's okay,
I do love to chew on my drinks.
Look at that. You can see the difference between mine and this one. Like there's like layers up here, like when you do those like experiments with like oil, that's the thing, right? But now it's finely mixed. So that's what you want to do. You want to get it finely mixed. Sophie, yes. So.
What do you think, Sophie? Oh, wait, you didn't have to be honest.
Yeah, she kind of roasted me there, but it's okay. So now that that is all good and stirred up, now we get to make it pretty. I mean, it's already gorgeous, but we're gonna make it even prettier. So you take your skewers, and we're gonna spear some fruit. So take the stuff that you didn't mix, you're gonna stab it. I don't know what the best way to put this in is. Should we like leave the pointy part up, or should we like slide them all the way down? I think we should slide them all the way down, right? Because it's like you don't stab yourself.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
So we're gonna like stab it all the way through. So you want to just, oh gosh. You just want to stab, and you can, you want the pointy end to be at the bottom, so that way, I don't know, it just feels right, I feel like that should be sticking out of your drink. You might accidentally like fall and hurt yourself. I'm doing like a blackberry and then a blueberry. Then we do another blackberry. This is art. You gotta be really creative at this part. So really just go crazy and do whatever you think feels best. Even put other fruit on there. I think there's supposed to be pineapple on here too, but we don't have any pineapple. But pretend like there is pineapple. Yeah. Wait. I feel like that's enough. This looks good. This feels right. So. And then, now, wait, actually I won't want like the stiction at the top, because that's not as cute. It needs to be as cute as possible. So let's just,
a big
look at that. Doesn't that look cute, y'all? Okay, so now you're just gonna Wow, adorable.
You really chunked that thing in there, didn't you?
And now the finishing touch. Are y'all ready? Mitt. So you take a little mitt and you just stick it in there. You just stick it in. Wow. Oh wait. Wow, look at that. Y'all, I don't know if you can see how pretty this is, but oh gosh, it's gorgeous. Take my word for it. Now you get your reusable straws and you put that into. Wow, amazing. All right, let's see how this tastes. Here we go.
It looks prettier with more saturation.
It is
which my
purple. Let the
computer doesn't
record
have.
show. It is purple. It looks not purple, but it's pretty purple. It's like a nice magenta. Wait, we have to share at the same time.
Okay.
All right, so cheers.
Okay,
Beautiful.
okay.
All right, here we go. It's chunky, but it tastes bad.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yum.
it's
Mm-hmm.
You get a lot of fruit bits,
A
but
lot of seeds.
a lot of seeds.
Is it strong? Actually, no. It's actually really subtle. It's
The Sprite really makes it zesty. I think the little dash of lemon, the squeeze of lemon, really just perfected
an
it.
improvement on the next time is definitely using
Don't blend the berries and just put them in. It's not recommended. Splurge on the blueberry juice. I think you have to get on Amazon. Low-key, I think blueberry juice is like $50, but I get it because it's just not. It doesn't taste bad. Like you want to keep on drinking it, So like I recommend it. I recommend this beverage. 7 out of 10. There it is, y'all. The Purple Rain, Soju Purple Rain. Wow.
Yeah.
And thank y'all for tuning in. Oh my gosh. Hey, that's just on the table. Wait, should you mute it now?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just like have this showing. So you can go ahead and make it at home. Feel free to replace the Prim. Oh my god, she just bit me. Oh my god. Anyways, feel free to replace the Sprite with anything that you want if you're age. Ow, she really just bit me. I'm gonna go to the next.
Are you okay, Annie?
Yeah, it just took me off guard. The whole time she was just like vibing and we were just chilling, in the KCC meeting. And then I'm trying to change like the slide and she just snaps at me, but it's fine.
Oh no.
Nothing new, nothing changed. But yeah.
All
right.
Lesson.
I'm gonna read this little quote from Pony. Instead of using a full coverage matte foundation, use a light coverage glowy foundation. You can apply concealer to the areas that need more coverage and more detail for a clean glass skin look. All right, so I think this is the beginning of Ashley Charles's makeup tutorial.
Fair warning, I tried my best. I tried my best. I think it's linked on the next slide in like the speakers notes. Is that what it's called? I don't know. But oh god, I don't envy YouTubers that edit. Oh god, I stayed up till 2 a.m. last night editing because I'm that dumb. I just can't handle technology. But I did like my own spin on it. I did some eyeshadow after like, I don't know. I don't step out of my apartment, so I just go like this or just no makeup. But I hope y'all like it. I tried my best. And yeah, you might want to turn up your volume a little bit because I realized that I spoke a little bit too low. Or maybe not, I don't know. But yeah.
Wait, am I supposed to? Oh, link
It's in the.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
It should be there. Or maybe like exit out and then, because I put the link on there.
Gotcha. Okay. Oh, I see it. Okay, wait. No.
Uh,
One
I'm
second.
gonna turn off.
Sorry.
I'm embarrassed.
Oh wait, can y'all see it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna.
Also, update. The drink isn't a disaster. It kind of tastes like just
gets
a
better.
flavored Sprite.
It's pretty good actually. It's filling too. Who'd have thought?
I am embarrassed.
I like am seeing. Okay, I just need like one hot second. I'm gonna Come on.
Because there's a freaking pandemic going on. Then keep on watching. Hello, KCC Naders. Why did I do that? Hello, KCC
Okay.
Naders.
I hear it twice.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause
I want to do
this.
a little makeup tutorial
Question
for you
mark?
guys
Sorry, I'm struggling.
because I'm being forced to. No, I'm kidding. Since our topic is
Okay, I'm trying to figure. I'm gonna stop the share and then I'm gonna come back. Okay.
nighttime makeup.
I'm just
So yeah.
I apologize. In the meantime, Ashley, do you want to talk about your experience with becoming a YouTuber?
I don't know about that one, Chief. Like I said, I don't envy YouTubers. I'm not good with technology as it is, so editing was hard. I tried my best. I tried to do like some humor. I don't know. It was fun. I think it's more of a once in a lifetime thing. Maybe I don't know. I might be a YouTuber. I might be a YouTuber later. Who knows? Who knows? This might be my calling. Who knows? But for now, it's a once in a lifetime thing, and no.
Wait, okay. Sorry. Can y'all like hear the video right now? I don't know where it's coming from. Oh yeah, I do. Okay. Figured it out. We're good.
You're doing great.
Thank you so much.
It's okay.
Ooh.
Oh god, I look crusty.
Great. Also, I lost it just that quick. Okay.
No, you don't.
You look beautiful.
I'm gonna restart.
I don't know if you want to play it from the. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed. I tried my best. Okay.
Hello, KCC Nators. Yes, this is a preview of what you'll be seeing at the end of the actual video. I apologize in advance for how messy it is. And I tried my best. I've never done a video like this before. I tried editing for the first time. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoy it. And let me do like a real guru thing. If you want to achieve this nighttime look, to stay in your apartment because there's a freaking pandemic going on, then keep on watching. Hello, KCC Naders. Why did I do that? I don't know. Why am I so nervous? Y'all see me like every single Friday or every other Friday. Anyways, I'm gonna be doing a little makeup tutorial for you guys because I'm being forced to. No, I'm kidding. Since our topic is nightlife in South Korea, bars and clubs, we gotta include the makeup, the nightlife makeup, I guess, nighttime makeup. So yeah, I did a little bit of research on how they kind of amp up their makeup for, a night out on the town, go to the club. I look like an egg. What is this? Jesus Christ. Anyways, not the point here. So I watched many YouTube videos on how they do their makeup for the nighttime. And
they normally, I guess what I got from it was that they normally, amp up their eyes a little bit. I guess in South Korea their makeup is more natural looking, very dewy, but at nighttime they like to amp up their eyeshadow, lips, add a little bit more like color to their face. So I'm gonna try to emulate that today. They usually use like bronzy shadows with like gold. I'm gonna try doing that. I haven't done that in a while because I don't go out. I don't leave my apartment. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I have my makeup sponge here. It's dirty. I know. I forgot to clean it. Don't judge me on that. I'm trying my best. Also, yes, I'm filming this on my phone because I don't have I'm not a pro. Okay, is this it? Yeah, so don't come for me, but I've been using this for years and it works for me. It's the Maybelline Matte Poreless. And I'm gonna do, it's crusty, I know. But isn't this what beauty gurus do? I don't know. We'll see. Is this even the new one that I got? Hold on. I found it. Wait. Anyway, I found it. I found the other one. Okay. This one has way more. Yeah, the other one was like completely empty. Okay. So if you catch me looking to the side, is because I have a mirror here. Even though I could use a camera, but I don't know. I'm weird. Just go along with it, bro. But today I actually do have shit to do that's not in my apartment. I'm stepping out of my apartment safely because our governor is a piece of. I'm gonna blend this out. All right, but.
눈에 하나뿐인 태양 세상에 딱 하나 향이 피었지만 난 자꾸 목말라 넌 늦었어 너 없이 살 순 없어.
I just poked my eye. I hate it here.
가지가 말라도 더 힘껏 손을 뻗어 뻗어봐서 금색에 버리고 빛을 다른 것도 괜찮을
I don't know what this is. Okay, so now I'm gonna apply concealer. I'm gonna apply concealer because these under eye bags ain't it, sis. They ain't it.
빛을 다른 것도 괜찮을 뿐 그냥 날 태워줘 그러면 터내줘 이건 사랑에 미친 멍청이의 뒷박질 뛰게 해줘 뛰게 해줘 두 발에서
So next I'm going to powder. And I use this one. Now eyebrows. Because these don't help.
다시 run 난 멈출 수가 없어 run 난 멈출 수가 없어 이것밖에는 못해
Okay. Eyebrows are done. They're not perfect.
No,
But
they
they look
are.
better than before, okay? Also, hey, let's be right there. And yes, I am on the floor. I am that one person that does their makeup on the floor by the window. Do not judge me. Okay, I am going to start on the eyeshadow. Fair warning, I'm gonna try my best, okay? I'm gonna use my trusty Morphe palette that I had since freshman year of high school. Yes, so I'm going to put a, like beigey, not even beige. This one, I'm sorry, it's a little busted, but I'm gonna use this shade just to kind of, sorry. I don't know, like get a blank canvas, I guess. So now I'm going to start with, I guess, this one here. And next I'm gonna, hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna grab this shade right here, this one, and see, it's so busted that I can't even see the shade names in the back. See, like it's just nothing. Nothing. Oh yeah, I get it, I guess. Okay, so now I'm gonna go on with this shade here. Not that one, this one. That's kind of that one. I don't even know. That one, and then I'm gonna put it like on my eyelid, just a little bit, just so I can see like a gradient, I guess. Also, like if I make funny faces while I'm doing this, you can call me for them later. So now for my gold shade, I'm gonna grab my trusty dusty Baby Yoda Star Wars Color Pop palette. I love Star Wars, by the way. And I got this for Christmas. Look at it, it's so cute. It says cutest in the galaxy. Okay. And I'm gonna put this gold shade on my lid, and it's called the Force. Actually, hold on. No, I lie. I'm gonna put some brown just here on my outer crease. I don't even know why I'm thinking the trans side. I just go for whatever feels right, but I'm gonna use a tiny brush for that. This one. Haha. And put it there. Oh my god, that's a little bit too big to what I thought it was gonna be. Sure. Okay. So now I'm gonna go with the Force to get maximum pigmentation. I'm gonna wet it here. Just a little bit. I've not tried this shade out of the palette. So I just got it for my birthday. Okay. Pop off, color pop. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's pretty. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. That's pretty. Okay. I think the gold fixed everything. Okay. What's next? Oh yes, eyeliner. I'm gonna try my best to do a winged eyeliner. Sure. Okay, so now I'm gonna curl my lashes. And do mascara. Okay, now I'm gonna pick up the same brush and I'm gonna pick up the light shade, the first shade that we began with, and I'm gonna put it just underneath my eye. Now I'm gonna contour my face. Just a little bit on my contour here because they did like jawline contour. I'm not the best at this. Please don't come for me. Yeah, so now I'm gonna apply blush. If I look like a clown, you can, that's because I am. I'm kidding. No. For highlighter, I'm using this one, the Sleek Makeup Eyeliner as a gift. Oh, I know. Where's my? And yes, I still use a fan brush. Let me be. Am I stuck in 2016? Maybe. At least there's no COVID. Now, I guess I'm just gonna highlight my nose a little bit. Not it was here, just a little bit. And there, sure. Now comes my favorite part. My favorite part because it's the last part. So I'm going to just dab this on. Just like that. And I'm done. I'm done. My hair's still wet. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, KCC naters. This is my makeup tutorial, I guess. You could call it that. I don't words. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. I would like to see your recreations. I'm kidding, you don't have to do that. If you want to, you can. But yeah, this is the final look. But yeah, I hope y'all have an awesome weekend. Happy Friday, even though today's Thursday. But yeah, happy Friday. Have a nice weekend. Stay safe. Wear your mask. And we'll see you at the next KCC meeting. Bye.
Okay, while I pull up the slides again because I exited out of all of my tabs. Yeah, that was super cute. I love that. Getting ready
That was
for
cringe
Connect
on
on
the
the Town that
inside.
isn't on the town. Yeah. It's always nice to imagine that you're able to. That's why I like those like walkthrough videos so much. I don't know if y'all have been like to Dawn's like Japanese kitchen here in San Marcos. They always play like the like walkthrough videos, and I like to like like block everything else out around the screen and just like pretend I'm walking through. You know, manifesting. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, I believe there's just like one more slide left, but for the sake of closing out. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen once more. And then present that bad boy. Actually, let's. Also, my computer right now sounds like a vacuum cleaner. Like, it's going through it right now. After so long on Zoom, it's just like.
Your computer said Terminal A.
Right?
Departures.
We taking off. But yeah, I had a grand old time. I want to thank you guys for joining in with us today. Be sure to scan that QR code down there to let us know your suggestions for our suggestion box and our socials. You can find all of that again in the email. But yeah, anything else to add before we close off today, friends? Work. I'm taking that as a no. So yeah, again, thank you so much, Andres, Ashlyn, and Ashley, Triple A, for providing these wonderful, cute little activities for us. Definitely gonna be wanting to try out the Purple Rain and the makeup tutorial. But yeah, I'm gonna stop the share. So yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning in with us. We will see y'all in a hot minute. Bye.